Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stogie Review video review. And as always, I am Walt from thestogiereview.com. And by request, I got a review to do the Hoyo de Monterrey Sambrosa EMS. And this is the Petite Corona of Hoyo's lineup. It's a 40 ring gauge by 5 inches long. And yeah, I'm not quite sure if it's mixed fill or short fill. I'm pretty sure it's mixed fill. These come in boxes of 25 for $26.75 at JR Cigars. So for under $30, you can get a box shipped. They have an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, Connecticut broadleaf binder, Honduran, Nicaraguan, and Dominican fillers. So you got a lot going on in this cigar, in this little cigar. Overall, the cigar feels kind of firm. It's got some heavy veins, which I was a little surprised to see. The first couple I smoked out of the box looked, pretty good. Not many veins, and then I pulled this one out and noticed some pretty heavy veins. Checked the rest of the box, and I've got like a 50-50 mix. About half the box has pretty big veins. The other half is pretty smooth throughout. So for $26.75, I guess you get what you pay for. So and again, it's not that bad. And aside from the veins, it doesn't look bad. It's got a little bit of sunspots on it. The color's not really consistent throughout, but again, as a value line cigar, you don't expect it to be, an ultra premium. So I'm going to go ahead, cut and light, and move right along. I think my polio is getting dull, but anyway. Pre-light draw's a little firm, but I think it's okay to work with. Now these are advertised as medium to full. And again, we got some comments that viewers would like us to mention what time of day it is. It's Saturday morning, 9:45. And the cigar is advertised as medium to full, but again, it's a little early, but I'm going to smoke it anyway. Just because in my experience, they've been a little more towards medium, and it's getting closer to the afternoon. I kind of like a medium-bodied cigar more so than a mild cigar at this point in the day. Just like the pre-light draw, the draw now that it's lit is still a little firm. No big surprise there. Resting smoke's about average. It appears to be burning pretty good so far. It's just as far as the flavors are concerned, it's just a rich tobacco taste. There's not really anything going on aside from that. The finish is kind of short, and so far it's smooth. So anyway, I'm going to kick back, smoke a little bit of the cigar, and let you take a look at a couple pictures, and I'll be back in just a second. Welcome back, and you can see I'm still, smoking along. I'm just getting inside the first third, and the ash is doing pretty good, considering I'm pretty sure it's mixed fill, but considering it mixed fill and the 40 ring gauge, the ash is holding on pretty well. I usually don't expect them to hold on much longer than this, just because usually they kind of just fall off. They have a tendency to fall off into my lap, and it's not very pleasant. So, and there we go. But anyway, the base flavor is sort of a woody flavor with a little bit of almost like a leathery kind of aftertaste to it. The finish is it's just really mildly dry. And but it's nice and smooth, and the body's still in the medium range. I mean, so far it's smoking really well, and with pretty good flavors. The volume of smoke's pretty good. It's not right this second. Just got think I got to touch it up a little bit after that ash fell off. But so far it's doing really well. The up until I just had to touch it up, the volume of smoke is nice. It's and it's really thick. After every puff, you really feel like it just coats every part of your mouth, and that kind of leaves you with like a heavy feel in your mouth, just really thick and sort of syrupy, like not like a syrupy in flavor, but like a syrupy sort of texture. It's just really thick. And while I've got you here, I might as well touch base on what I've been smoking. This week I've spent a lot of Rocky Patels, and it's mostly been over the last 2 days. Thursday I went to a Rocky Patel tasting at my local cigar shop, and they were running a special, buy 2 get 1 free. I ended up getting 8 cigars total for $30 and some change. I think I got 2 Edge Maduro missiles, 3 Edge Corojo missiles, and 3 Rocky Patel Sungrown. With every 3 purchases, you were getting a free Rocky Patel Sungrown. I bought 1, and since I bought 6 cigars, I got 2 more. So overall, nice, pretty good cigars. I had a great time down there. Got full really fast. I was amazed. I don't really mind cigar smoke or anything, but the room was just so full of smoke I could feel my eyes watering shut, and it was a great time. I just had to step outside for a breath of fresh air every couple of minutes, and I did all right. So that was a good time. Rocky Patels were pretty good cigars. Aside from that, I had a Hoyo de Monterrey Sambrosa real early in the week, and I think that was about it. Yeah. That was about it as far as early in the week. And yesterday I had the Tatawahi Series P toward the end of the night. So, not a whole lot of variety in the week. Just the Edge Corojo. The Edge Corojo I did smoke. The Sungrown I did smoke. I haven't smoked any of the Maduros yet. I've had one a couple of weeks ago, and it was I liked it. That's why I picked up the other ones. I'm not real big on the other Rocky Patel blends, so. I was just kind of sticking to what I knew I liked. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to smoking, and I will see you in just a second, and we'll get into the second third. And welcome back. And as you can see, I'm just about through the second third, beginning to work into the final third here on my Hoyo de Monterrey Sambrosa. And all of a sudden, I just got a spike in both body and flavor. Now, the cigar was, in the medium range, and then after the spike, it jumped up more to like a medium to full. Not quite full, but there's a significant jump from where it was to where it is now. And it's not a real bad jump or anything. It's just kind of sudden. It really creeps up on you, and just out of nowhere, it's just we'll just make that leap from medium to full. The flavor is just it just seems to be a little richer and just a little more potent. The base flavor still is still like a woody flavor, and it kind of bounces back. You get sort of like a nutty aftertaste, and then you get sort of a leathery aftertaste, and it's back and forth a little bit. But the core flavor there is very consistent, and it really hasn't changed since I lit the cigar up. It's just been really consistent and just smooth throughout. And that mildly dry finish, it's still there for the most part. It's just a touch dry, and but it's nice and smooth. So it's I don't know. It's not bad at all. I really have a thing for dry cigars. I just don't like them, and this one's like not quite teetering on the edge of where I may or may not like it. It's mildly dry, but I'm enjoying it nonetheless. It's 9:30 now, 9:30, 10:30. It's 10:30 now. I've been at the cigar for about 45 minutes. I am a slow smoker, so for those of you out there that think that I'm a little crazy for working on a Petite Corona for 45 minutes, like I said, I do smoke slow. And the burn rate's been real good. It hasn't been getting overly hot. It's a nice slow burn. It's pretty even for the most part. The ash is getting dark, and it sort of looks lumpy, but again, it's a cosmetic thing, and it's really not affecting the way it's smoking. So there's not a whole lot to say as far as the cigar goes. It's just been very consistent, and I'm pairing this with water this morning, and so again, there's nothing that's really altering the flavor or anything for me. So I'm just rambling on and on. I know it's time for me to get off the camera, but anyway, I'll be back to do an overview, and that's about it. So I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back, and as you can see, it's time to wrap up the cigar. I'm, I guess, about 1.25 inches or so, and one of the things I wanted to note about this cigar is that it's got a very, very important feature to me, and that is that the band is very loose. There's not a whole lot to move on here, but you should see it. But anyway, the band's very loose, and I always really appreciate that. And the reason I like it so much is because there's no chance of it damaging the cigar when you finally have to take it off. A lot of times the bands can be a little tight, and they're a real heavy material, and they can start slicing into the wrapper. But this band just came right off, not a problem at all, and that's how it's been on all of the Hoyo de Monterrey Sambrosas that I've had. Now, as far as the flavor goes, it's still very consistent. It's got a woody flavor, and you don't get much of that nutty aftertaste anymore. It's more of like a nutty aftertaste. Yeah, it's not nutty, but it's nutty. It's not nutty, but you get more of a leathery aftertaste. And overall, I think it's a good cigar. It still produces lots of smoke. The draw, it was a little firm to start, but it's fine now. It's got a little bit of resistance, but it really keeps you from over puffing on the cigar and getting it too hot. Finish is still mildly dry. It's nice and smooth. It's fairly short on the palate also, and body's medium to full. Overall, I think it's a good cigar. I really like the price point. A box of 25 cigars shipped for under $30. It's something that I do plan on keeping stocked in my humidor. I'm getting more and more. I'm just getting more and more into smoking Petite Coronas. They fit the time frame for me just perfect. Now this one, I'm going on an hour on this one, and I would smoke it further, but unfortunately, time is of the essence. I've got to hurt to attend, so I got to run out of here and just drop this one in the ashtray. Have plenty more cigars when I get to where I'm going. So anyway, good value cigar. Really like it. Definitely check them out for a price point of under $30. I don't think you're going to be taking too much of a risk in ordering a box, especially if you like medium to full cigars. It starts off in the medium range, and it'll end in the medium to full range. And overall, it's a good quality cigar. So give one a try, and let me know what you think. And until next week, happy smoking. Oh, also, next week, what am I going to be smoking next week? I got a request for the El Rey del Mundo, so I'm going to be smoking one of those next week. So anyway, until next week, happy smoking.